Welcome. We are back for another meal in Josh's kitchen. So the last full day of eating video was quite fun, and a lot of people commented and a lot of people asked questions, and we want to answer some of those questions right now. Some of the questions that got a lot of thumbs up, or that we just thought, hey, this person is asking a pretty good question here. So if you have a question on this one, comment below and maybe I'll answer it in the next video. So today's been a weird day, man. It's late, I haven't eaten yet, and I'm gonna have a really big dinner later. So what I'm gonna make right now is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, the classic PBJ. I love eating PBJs. If you guys are new here, I don't count macros. I don't subscribe to any type of diet, or you can shut that. There's a dog barking out there. Yeah, I don't do any diet. I pretty much just intuitively eat, and I work out a lot, and I'm pretty lenient, but I try to eat a lot of good things. Check out the last video if you want to see some of that. But this first meal for today, and some of those vegans were not liking that last one because I do eat a lot of meat, but I don't eat meat every meal, as we'll see today. So do we have a question we want to answer? Okay, let's see here. It's from Mariana. I did not understand how many hours you are fasting as you keep eating. So coffee and as you just keep eating. I do tend to do that. So coffee in the morning, lunch at about 1 or 2, dinner, and then cereals, all the cereals. So is it about 12 hours of window of fasting? Also, any alcohol once in a while? A beer with that burger? Okay. Good question. I don't think that I really told you guys exactly what I do. That's because I don't do things too exact, but usually I eat at about 2 p.m. and then I extend my eating window, as those in the intermittent fasting community like to say, until about 9 p.m. So let's see, 9 minus 2, 7-hour eating window, something around there. You would subtract 7 from 24 to see how many hours you're fasting. I'll let you guys do that at home. So yeah, that about, for me, around 7 to 8 hour eating window is about what I do. But I'm not very strict on it at all. So what was the other question? Was beer. Do you have a beer with that burger? I used to drink a little bit. I used to be into beer. I don't really drink a lot anymore, and that's more so because it just doesn't seem to sit very well with my body whenever I drink. I feel like my body's just going into detox mode immediately. So I've kind of just cut that out of my lifestyle. Saves me a lot of money. And I don't think there's anything wrong with it in moderation if you want to have like a beer or two on the weekends, but it's obviously not a habit that you want to get too into if you're prioritizing your fitness. So we are peanut buttering, making peanut butter a verb. We're peanut buttering up the bread here. Let me show you. This is from TJ's, Trader Joe's. I think those are maybe just in California. This is Dave's Killer Bread, 21 whole grains. I pretty much like any bread that just has like seeds and nuts in it. I'm a big seed and nut in my bread guy. This jelly here is the Danish choice. Don't know a whole lot about this brand. It's strawberry preservatives, but what I do like about this is that you'll get like chunks of strawberries in the jam. So it's definitely, I would say this is more of one of the more expensive jams on the shelf. So so with that, you get a little bit better quality. Okay, do we got another question? Thank you for another great video. Josh is from Dean Henry. What's up, Dean? Do you take any supplements at all? Thanks for the information. Good question. Supplements. I do take a few supplements. So supplements are definitely a small part of, you know, everything that I do. I try to get most of everything from my diet. But what I do take currently right now is, let's see, right on top of the fridge here, I take creatine. This is from Muscle Farm. I think this is like $8 or $9 for 60 servings. So pretty inexpensive. It's just creatine monohydrate. That's all you really need. I like Muscle Farm because I like the owner, Corey Gregory. And then I also take wild fish oil. This is in my Amazon store, Strength Side Amazon store. There's a link in the description. This seems to be a pretty good brand. And I do find with fish oil that I think I'm still kind of trying to figure it out, but I think that I feel like I recover faster from workouts when I'm taking fish oil. So, you know, I keep taking it, right? Now the other supplement that I take pretty regularly that I don't have in front of me right now is magnesium, but that's actually in my Amazon store as well. I started supplementing magnesium probably about 2 years ago, and I definitely saw a big benefit in muscle recovery, but also sleep quality. Magnesium, from what I've read, tends to have kind of a calming effect and can be good. Some forms can be good to take at night. So I usually take magnesium in the evenings. I know other forms can be good to take earlier in the day as well. So one of my secrets to the PB&J is to put banana in it. So I'm slicing up some banana here. Guys, usually I would have made this probably within like a minute or two, but we got the camera here, you know, like I said before, not used to making all my meals on camera, so it's making me go a little bit slower. Do we have another question? Do we have a question? No, I don't want to answer that one. Well, okay, what I will answer that so many people commented is, how high were you when you filmed this? How high do you think I am when I film this? That's all I can really say. Next question. Cardio. Do you do any cardio during your week? How many times you train? Oh, that's a long question. We'll just stick with the cardio question. I do no cardio, absolutely zero, but that's more so like cardio in the formal sense of what the fitness industry calls cardio. So I don't run. I know, like, I posted a video a while ago and some people were a little bit butthurt that I was like saying that I don't run, and they were like, running. These are blueberries going on the sandwich here. Another one of my secret weapons to the ultimate PBJ. Really just throwing like some fruit in there will freaking step that game up. And one thing that is super tasty that I'm not going to do today, that the man behind the camera right now just mentioned, is putting a little bit of chocolate in there, like some dark chocolate. Ooh. I already put some cinnamon in. I'll put a little bit more. Now this is the one that you won't find many places, is some maple syrup going on the peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Where were we? Cardio. I don't do any cardio. I don't run, cycle, and I was saying some people got a little butthurt because, yeah, I don't think running is bad at all, but I think when running is your only form of exercise, then that is kind of bad. Essentially, you should be doing some strength training, and you should really be doing a practice that is taking your joints through full ranges of motion. And most runners that I know that identify as runners get injured. They are injured. They're dealing with an injury, or you have an injury coming in the future. In terms of cardio, what I do a lot of that you can see on you caught me saying doo-doo, huh? What I do perform a lot of is locomotion training that I'll link it on the screen now. It involves a lot of crawling around on the ground. I have some videos on the channel that you can see. And that, when I started doing that, you guys are all waiting for me to pour the syrup on. When I started doing that, it was around the same time I started intermittent fasting, and my body like really changed a lot. And I think like just from that conditioning of your muscles, using your body a lot, training a lot more, like I didn't really need cardio in that sense. And I'm not saying cardio is bad. I think if you want to do some cardio, that's fine, but you should have a resistance training, some resistance training that you're doing. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Okay, so we'll finally put the syrup on here. Oh, hell yeah. Just a little bit. We don't want to get too crazy here, but just a little kind of drizzle of syrup. Do you want to show this here? Another thing that I like to put in here is like chia seeds or flax seeds, but I don't have any on those. I don't have any of those on me. I haven't visited my dealer for those in a little while. There's the sandwich. Do we have a final question? No final question? We can find it. Oh, this person said coffee? Yuck. Who was that? Obi-Wan gets put on blast. Coffee, that's the best part of my day, man. Okay, let me take a bite of this. I'm super uncomfortable right now. Wow. Wow. Let's cut this camera off. I'm gonna eat this real quick. Guys, it's nice sharing this time with you. I'm out. So in all seriousness, I think there is a lot of power in a PBJ because I think for a long time I was just so brainwashed into this protein bodybuilding culture that I was like, ooh, I need so much meat in every meal, and I need there to be so much protein in every meal. And come to find out, you can still be okay without having all that protein in every single meal. I think that one of the things that I said in the first full day of eating was that I'm trying to have a healthier relationship with food and to not be so worried about what I'm eating and let that kind of like drive my life. And I think that is just super unhealthy. And like I've even just since I've done the first full day of eating video, I watched a couple popular fitness channels, what they're doing for their full day of eating, and just to see them like so worried about like, oh, like I'm eating this bread because it has 40 less calories in it, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I would hate to live my life like that. Don't live your life like that. Be smart, put good stuff in your body, train hard, and the results will come. Don't mess your mind up from having to count every single thing that's going in your body. That's just my 2 cents.